Hey there! On Aberfeldy Street, everybody's got a different story to tell. Aberfeldy Portraits gathers the stories of people who live in Poplar or cross paths with our community, showing what people are most proud of and care about, and uncovering the colourful, rich differences that make Aberfeldy a vibrant place to be. Join us weekly as we share these stories, and maybe you'll discover something new.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I have with me Mariam, and we will be talking about, what are we talking about today, Mariam?
I just wanted to say, in the midst of chaos and pain, how do you rise above it? When pain grip you from all sides. When you depression, like pain and darkness, it comes from all direction and consumes you completely.
Yeah.
What do you do then? How do you rise above it? How do you keep yourself afloat? How do you in that state? What do you do?
So you're talking about depression, and kind of, what do you do when that happens to you? I mean, just for people who maybe they're not sure if they've got depression, maybe they're just feeling sad, maybe they're just not sure. How would you describe depression? What kind of feeling is it?
Depression is like emptiness. You lose the purpose. That's how I feel it. I'm not going to say every single person is feeling the same way, because things varies. You know what I mean? So that's how I felt. And I feel sometimes. I still battle with depression. It's like I said, emptiness. Kind of no kind of future. It's failure from all sides. Tired from battling with life, with pain, with ongoing pain for a very long time. Because I have been battling with, because like I said, people knows that I lost my parents when I was 12. So for a very long time, I have been battling with one problem after another, and that is an ongoing thing. And when you are in that stage, and sometimes it's like you just try to stay afloat and get on with life, because you got responsibilities, you got this, but sometimes it's like you can help it. It just captures you from all sides with all is mighty, and you lose all strength, everything. You kind of give up, and you feel like, I can't do it anymore. I just want to sleep in my bed for days and days and days. I don't want to wake up for many years. Sometimes I just literally feel like it.
So this is kind of how you experience depression, and the kind of helplessness, hopelessness, and emptiness.
Darkness, emptiness, no future, no hope. Literally, that's how I felt.
I mean, I was just wondering, is there, because you kind of also mentioned pain. I mean, is there any purpose to this way of feeling? Is there anything positive that can be, learned from this kind of state?
Yes, I can draw lessons now. Okay, now I know. When I was going through depression at the beginning, it's like, how long do I have to suffer? Why me? Why? I lost my parents. The last thing I want to be struck with depression and not to have a life to enjoy like the other people are. Do you know what I mean? But now I understand, after many, many years of suffering, literally, I understand the strength of pain is actually didn't come to break me. It actually came to shape me. Actually, the resilience that I have it, the determination that I have it now, and even the failure. One thing I would like to share it. Once I did something and it was a complete failure. I came home and my living room smelled really nice because I make perfume. My living room smelled so nice. I goes, failure do smell nice. So, you know what I mean?
In a way, it's like a different mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, how important is mindset? Because obviously, having gone through what you're going through with your parents and life and depression, it's very easy to like lose hope.
Yeah.
But maybe if you change your mindset.
Yeah, so that's a joke I say. I go, literally I came and my living room smelled so beautiful from fragrance and this. I go, oh, failure do. So you really, pain strengthened my heart. You know, the capacity of heart has strengthened because the threshold for pain has strengthened. For me to stand and withhold my ground in the bigger scale of things, that was preparing me for. I wouldn't say pain. So that's why you have to bear with it. Because you don't, that's why where pain can make you or break you. But if you just give up because I've got depression, you have to bear with nature, with God's plan. Do I mean? Because God's plan works in God's way and it takes time. We are in rush to do this, that. But we're not going to move from A to B unless we are ready to move to B. And God prepare us through pain and suffering and failure. It's like a skill we have to have in order to move to B. But because most of us give in, and we when things goes really dark, we kind of give up. We give up. That's where you have to have something there. You cannot let your heart be consumed completely, although he has the strength to do it. For me, I have a small light there. Do I mean? I have a small light that never got dimmed. So you have to understand that my struggle and depression, that little light always like just giving me hope.
What was that light?
It's like my parents' love. My parents brought me, like I say, adored me. And I always felt like in the midst of all darkness and hopelessness, I felt like, and I will give myself time, like, but then the light will creep in and will just show little bits way for me to come out slowly. So everybody has to. So literally, I was blessed with the beautiful childhood. But if you don't have it, create something, because you're special. Everyone is special. You have to find where you thrive.
So if somebody's, for instance, kind of experiencing the darkness, they're struggling to like identify what is that light in their life, do you have any advice of where they should look for this?
Look, just when you go through kind of like, as I'm saying about myself, and when you go through depression, pain and this, find something, probably do some social work, help people, helping others, people who are in need, genuinely in need. Help others, you will see somehow you can create some purpose in life, literally. Because I think, like I said, God gifted me with my childhood, okay? So I didn't have to find it. I've got it already, alhamdulillah, okay? But if you don't, given by, quite a lot of people have difficult childhood, this and that, but to help the needy, help the people who actually in need and see the smile in their face. Believe me, I still remember helping one lady. She had few bags. She's an old lady, and she was struggling to come, and she lives near my building. And I goes, I'll help you with the few bags. And the smile I saw was like, I still remember. And she still, every now and then every time I pass by her thing and see her, and she acknowledges the help that I did for her. So that if you help someone, find a place where you can help the needy, actual people, and I think that will give you a good start.
I mean, I think that's really interesting, because when you were talking earlier, that I was just getting that feeling that if somebody's experiencing depression, it's a very lonely place. And you're kind of saying, if you're in that place, go and speak to other people and help people who need help. And even seeing somebody smile can just change your perspective completely. Definitely. I mean, are you quite a social person? Like, what do you go out and spend time with people?
Depression, and that's another thing. you be conscious of people, because depression also, like I said, it hits you from all sides. So when you if you don't find right people, you also struggle with fitting in. That's another thing. You feel like, oh, they might be judging me, they might be doing this, quite a lot of things. Depression is just like I said, is a really hard thing to deal with. Even with social, you can't be, so you just have to start with a small gathering, probably one person that you can help with, not exposing yourself, because that is kind of like if you go on a bigger social gathering, you might feel exposed, which I used to feel as well. Now I don't, because I overcame quite a lot of things. You know what I mean? I used to feel kind of like, even with my own people, Muslim people, I used to feel exposed. I used to feel I don't fit in with them. Do you know what I mean? And that struggle I had, and I used to ask myself, I still do, where do I fit in? Do I fit in with the Western people? Do I fit in with my own people? I don't seem to fit in with any people. Do you know what I mean? Anyone, literally. So people struggle with fit in with the Western people, but I used to have struggle fitting with my own people. You know what I mean? So I had to find people that I can get along with. I can share similar interests. Like, do you know what I mean? So if I had one of the things I did when I was going through the depression, that finding a hobby. What do I really want to what is it that I want to do in my spare time? And what is it that will make me feel happy? So like I did painting, I did this, I did that, I did soap making, bath bomb making, probably fragrance experimenting, all these stuff. And then I landed on soap making, and I used to like it. And so many experimented, and so I still remember getting up thinking, oh, let me see how my soap turned up. Do I mean?
So you've got something to look forward to,
exactly.
Something creative that you're doing. It's interesting, because I sometimes find that people then ask themselves the question, what do you actually enjoy doing? Because maybe it's a bit embarrassing to admit to yourself that you used to enjoy drawing as a child, but now you're grown up, maybe it's not appropriate. But
if it makes you happy, if it makes you feel good, make it. But make it not just make it as this one can be sell it or exhibit this, make an exhibit something, not just make it and leave it, because that's going to be another thing.
Kind of like make it and show it to the world in some kind of way.
Exactly. And maybe you will not go sell it if you can. Make something, hire a stall, something. So that will give you a step to discover your slowly, oh, what am I good at? Or then after some time, maybe you will think I don't think painting is something, but the initial painting will lead you to something else.
And I think it makes me think of what you were saying about pain at the beginning, where you need to be patient and trust that it's taking you places. It's and similar with doing something creative, it may not be the final thing, but it takes you further along on your journey to discovering the true purpose of your path. And
pain and failures and things give you depth, give you more insight to things, situations. That when you, for example, if you are drawing, if you're really good at drawing, your pain, that will be a part of it that you are when you do this. Whatever you do, your pain will kind of become a tool for you to use it for anything. Some people might think no, I'm not. I am critical of myself, so I understand little bit about how the pain and things shaped me, but some people have to tune to it to understand, oh, I'm doing this, oh, after so many attempts I'm still wanted to go on. Why? How did I get there?
What you were just saying makes me think pain is what makes us the full person that we are. It's not something that you need to get rid of because it's really annoying. Of course it's annoying and it's hard, but it is an ingredient of who you are. So
and
try to embrace it maybe in a way.
It is. It is. You have to embrace the pain in order for you to grow. Without pain, there is no growth. I'm saying it from my own experience, although that's a kind of like everywhere people are saying it. Without pain, there is no growth. But I'm saying it from my own experience. Without pain, you cannot. It's like two-dimensional. In order for life to have 3 dimension, you have to have it. And most of the people in the history who stood up for greater cause, they've been through hell. Right? Pain and suffering and failures is not really is something that we should accept and just and give it time. When you pain, this, that happen, just sit back and just feel it. Feel the sweet pain.
I love that as the kind of finishing thought, because it's just full of contradiction, but it's a very deep thought as well. So really, thank you for that. Just because we're coming to an end, do you have any final thoughts, anything that you want to say, any kind of final word of advice, or maybe how people can find about your work, how we can find out about your work, stuff that you make, what you're working on at the moment?
I would like to say to people who are suffering from depression is you're special, you're unique, you have talent so much in you. You just have to find it. You have to find place where you feel free, feel more happy. If it's not people, with nature, with hobbies, something. Because somewhere you will find the place that will accept you. And that's where you should be going and familiarizing yourself with all the time. That's where you'll find it.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Maryam. And I'll see you on the next podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode of Aberfeldy Stories. This episode was made in partnership with The People Speak, and if you'd like to know more or to join the conversation, then come find us on Aberfeldy Street or visit www.thepeoplespeak.org.uk.